Yeah. So pivoting. Usually when we talk about pivoting in the startup world, it's like a 180 pivot. Like we used to do this one thing, like for Slack, they used to do a game and they decided that a game is not it, and they built an awesome chat interface, and it's completely unrecognizable that Slack came from a game. Like these are completely different businesses, apps, code base, like everything. So the pivot is really powerful. So in most cases, when we think about a pivot, it's like you rotate around a central point, but you rotate completely. You go in a completely different direction. I think that in many cases, that's way, way too far. Around here where I live, there used to be lots of silver mines. There was like a big silver rush around here, around the churn from the 19th to 20th century. So there was lots of prospecting, lots of people coming here, trying their luck. And when you're looking for precious metals like gold or silver, that's the story around here. You find an unclaimed hill and you claim it. You're like, this is where I'm going to look, and you put your kind of flag there and say, this is my territory. And then you start digging around. Like you don't go too far from there. You dig like in maybe in a mile radius around that or something like that. You dig multiple holes around the same place. That allows you to concentrate the effort and look around the same area until you are satisfied that there's nothing there, at which point, if you still have money and energy, you claim another hill and start looking there. I think in startups, it's similar. So you claim a space. You decide that this is what you're going to focus in, and you try one thing around that, and it doesn't work. So the classical pivot is okay, we'll go look at another hill, like far away from there. But there is no reason to think that there's no answer or huge chunks of silver right next to it, because the thing is random. You dig, is there something here? Oh, there's nothing here. Okay, let's dig somewhere else. So you need to dig far enough away from the original hole so you don't fall into the same trap. But restarting the search in a completely different area, you lose everything that you have learned and all the effort that you've put in a particular area. Going back from kind of silver mines to startups, the other thing is this idea of positioning. The same thing, the same app with the same set of features can be used for completely different things. If your product has 15 or 20 kind of major things that it does, you have at least 15 to 20 ways to reposition it, to say something different. You just put a different feature, a different benefit as the focal point, and then you look at, okay, this focal point, who is it good for? Who could this be beneficial for? And then again, you go and you talk to people and you figure out what kind of environment would that be useful in. And then you position the whole thing around that. The fact that you don't have traction with a particular, it's not the product you don't have traction with. It's the problem you're focusing that you don't have traction with. And if you focus on a different problem, you can find a fit. You can find a product market fit in a different way. If we change the feature benefit, we lead with one of the ways to do that, the simplest way. You list all the features, you figure out the benefits for all these features, and then you try to see what positioning would look like when you focus on one of them at a time. Sometimes there is like an insight, oh, these three things, they work together. And I can combine them together to find even more ways to position it.